Hey, how's it going YouTube? I'm your host for today, Landon Do Not Sing, and welcome back to another Most Amazing Top 10 video. And make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of this video because I'm going to reply to your guys' comments. Make sure you guys leave your comments in this video so your questions and comments can be read in a future Most Amazing Top 10 video. Okay, so it's scary to think that dead bodies are found in really strange and scary places, and no, I'm not talking about cemeteries. Apparently, people find dead bodies or body parts in the most unusual places, and stay to the end of this video as well because I reveal where I once found a dead body and it freaked me out. I was like 18 at the time, I think. Okay, so let's get right into this. This is the top 10 places where dead bodies have been found. Starting off this unusual list with number 10, we have remains that were found inside of a teddy bear. I mean, how morbid is that? A poor little boy got a rude awakening when his dad bought a teddy bear at a thrift store for $5. Well, when he got home, the little boy discovered that the teddy bear was stuffed with an urn full of human remains. I think this must have been a child's ashes that was put inside of a teddy bear, but why did it end up in a thrift store? The father reported this to the police and no one has claimed the teddy bear. This is actually freaking me out, so let's move on. Number 9 brings us to a cryotherapy tank. A 24-year-old salon employee was found frozen to death inside of a deep freeze unit. People often use cryotherapy tanks in order to rejuvenate sore muscles by exposing themselves to negative 110 degrees Celsius temperatures. That's pretty damn cold. Colder than up here in Canada. I don't know why you wouldn't just get a massage or something because that just sounds terrible. Well, her dead body was found the next morning by her co-workers, and I'll bet the salon got rid of their cryotherapy tank. The woman who died at her cubicle sadly comes into this list at number 8. She must have had some really terrible co-workers because her dead body wasn't discovered for a full 24 hours. Seriously though, did no one, go to check up on her? Well, unfortunately for Rebecca Wells, she died while working in her tiny cubicle, and it is believed that she died of natural causes. But to me, it seems like she died because she hated working in a tiny cubicle with no friends apparently. All jokes aside, a very sad situation. Next up, number 7, we have a gym mat. Kendrick Johnson was a 17-year-old when his dead body was found inside of a rolled up wrestling mat. Did someone kill this guy and try to dispose of his body? Well, during a preliminary investigation, it was concluded that his death was an accident. If his death was accidental, then why the heck was he hidden and rolled up in a stinky gym mat? There is no accident here. Apparently people are saying that he fell into the mat while looking for a shoe and he just suffocated because he wasn't able to get out. I'm pretty sure if you saw a shoe inside of a mat, you wouldn't squeeze inside of it like that. You would unroll the mat and then get your shoe. His family hired a private pathologist who concluded that Kendrick Johnson died from blunt force trauma. When the family tried to sue, the judge tossed their lawsuit out and ordered the Johnsons to pay almost $300,000 in legal fees to the defendants, which is insane. Now they're living that someone beat their child to death and then tried to hide their body, and now they have to pay $300,000. It's insane. Moving on. The woman who was found dead in a suitcase rolls into number 6. Betty Williams' body was found stuffed inside of a suitcase after her murderer bludgeoned her with a frying pan and strangled her with an electrical cord. Apparently, she was a prostitute, and investigators think that she got into a fight with the murderer because she tried to take extra money from him, and after he brutally murdered her, he stuffed her body inside of a small suitcase and wheeled her to the curb to be picked up by a garbage truck. Number 5 brings us to the woman who was found in the walls of her apartment. Nearly 7 years after a woman just suddenly disappeared, her decomposing body was found inside the walls of her apartment in California. Her body was found after an anonymous caller contacted her family and told them where they can find her body. I guess guilt finally caught up with the murderer, so they had to call and tell them where the body was, and apparently the neighbors have been complaining about a strong stench for years. Well, now they know what it was. Her roommate was charged with 1 count of murder, and he now faces life in prison. Abandoned warehouse is next up at number 4. Say no more. This already sounds super creepy. A frozen body was found inside of an elevator shaft at an abandoned warehouse. This sounds like this should be turned into a movie, and it probably has been. The cause of death is unknown, and investigators don't know why the body was there in the first place, but they believe that the body has been decomposing there for a number of months. Number 3 takes us to a church. Now that's one place you don't want to see a dead body. Well, 3 rotting corpses was found inside of a foundation of a church. Shallow graves were discovered in a very popular Nigerian church, and it is believed that a sadistic ritual is responsible for these disgusting murders. This is really scary because they haven't been able to catch the person who killed these people, so they could still be out there on the loose, and then they covered up their dead bodies with concrete. So this murderer has a lot of resources, and who knows how many other people are hidden in concrete structures. A dead body that was found underneath a couch makes its way onto this list at number 2. The corpse of a 73-year-old man who died of natural causes was discovered decomposing underneath the couch for 10 years. His original roommate didn't tell the police that he had died because he was worried that he would get evicted. I mean, this is just stupid. So he decided to tip over the couch on his dead roommate, and then he continued to use his living room with a dead body in it. This is probably one of the stupidest moves, stupid spelled S-T-O-O-O-P-I-D, and like, you can do. Now you're probably convicted of like something. Hiding an investigation, I don't know. Or how about charged for hiding a dead body? Or charged for not reporting a dead body? It's insane. And now, at our number 1 spot, we have dead infants found inside of a family freezer. This is just sickening, absolutely sickening. Imagine you're going into your freezer for a nice frozen pizza, and you discover that there are 3 frozen infants in there just sitting right beside your pepperoni pizza. Doesn't sound real, right? A German housewife murdered 3 of her children, packaged their body in a freezer safe, wrapped and stuffed them into her family freezer. Her other adult children discovered the bodies when they went down digging into the freezer one day. After they confronted their mother, she decided to turn herself into the police. Upon investigation, it was discovered that those dead children were born in the 80s and spent 30 years in the freezer. Now that is pretty messed up. And we have gotten to the end of this video, and the dead body that I've seen, I was at a McDonald's, went to the drive-thru, and in the parking lot was a guy laying down. I actually went over there to check if he was okay, and he was not okay. His body was cold, he was lifeless, there's no breathing, there's nothing. Of course we called 911, and the police came, ambulance came, and it was pretty scary. Also, to transition from that into your guys' comments, it is time to reply to your guys' comments. First up, we have Investigating Hustler. Make that 11. I also don't feel pain. That came from the video of, I think, top 10 people who can't feel pain, and apparently this guy can't feel pain as well. Jalen Lopez says, did you know that 1 + 1 = 2? And a lot of people replied to him. This person, Prune Gumpta, said, you are a genius. I didn't know that. I thought it was 3. For me, I thought it was actually 5. Swift Panda, end of the video squad. Yes, thank you guys so much for coming to the end of this video and all of our videos. Put hashtag the end if you guys make it to the end. James Cortez says, do top 10 sports injuries. I think we have done that. I think we did it during the Olympics time. Type most amazing top 10 sport injuries, and I think we've done it, and it might have been me. Mini Kendall 31 says, clicked as soon as I saw notifications. So it seems like YouTube is finally sending our videos out to you guys in the notifications section, which a lot of times our videos, they just don't get seen because they're not sent to you guys, the subscribers. Reflowy says, yes, it's back. I love dumbest text messages. Of course, this is from our top 10 dumbest text messages video, and I'm not sure what part we're on. We're like part 20 or something. I'm not too sure. Pigmaster says, newsflash, these animal texts are real. We do these animal texts like a dog, like someone texting their dog and mittens and yeah, I guess they are real. I thought it was someone who bought like a burner phone and they're pretending to be their dog, but according to this person, it actually is their dog texting. AJ says, let's catch up to Danny's dumbest tweets. Danny's like getting pretty close to part 50, and yeah, we're still like years away from it. He's been doing it for like 3 years now. Karn the Betrayer says, come on Landon, Danny's gotten over 40 parts without requesting help. I guess I requested help from you guys, but I think it's because I want you guys to be involved in the videos, but I actually do need help. True Dat says, I love the pet text. Good video, Landon. Yeah, apparently a lot of you guys like it. Me personally, I just don't like them.